In this video, we're going to talk about discriminant of the quadratic equation. Recall the quadratic formula: x equals negative b plus or minus radical b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Notice what's inside the radical. You have b squared minus 4ac. This is called the discriminant. And what's so nice about discriminant is depending whether the discriminant is greater than 0 or whether it's equal to 0 or whether it's less than 0, it tells us what kind of solutions we're going to have and how many x-intercepts the graph will have. So we have 25x squared minus 20x plus 4 equals 0. Let's try to find the discriminant. In order to do so, we need to use b squared minus 4ac, that's the discriminant. And what is a over here? A is 25, b is negative 20, and c is 4. So let's plug that in. Quantity negative 20 squared minus 4 times a times c. So you get 400 minus 400, which is equal to 0. So in this case, our discriminant is equal to 0. When discriminant is equal to 0, that means we are going to have one real solution. And when we have one real solution, there is going to be only one x-intercept. So that happens when discriminant is 0. In this example, we got x squared plus 2x plus 6 equals 0. So let's try to find the discriminant. You got a equals 1, b equals 2, and c equals 6. So discriminant will be 2 squared minus 4 times 1 times 6, which is 4 minus 24, which is going to be negative 20. So in this case, our discriminant is negative, which is less than 0. So whenever discriminant is less than 0, we're going to get no real solution. In other words, it's going to be too imaginary, or I should say complex. Two complex solutions. Now, whenever you have two complex solutions, that implies there are no x-intercepts. You might want to check on your own. You might want to graph this parabola and see if there's any x-intercepts. And you'll find out that there are no x-intercepts. So that happens when discriminant is less than 0. Let's take a look at this example here. You got x squared plus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. So a is 1, b is 2, and c is negative 3. So what is our discriminant? It's going to be quantity 2 squared minus 4 ac, which is going to be 4 plus 12, which is going to be positive 16. So now our discriminant is greater than 0, positive. When that happens, we are going to get two real solutions, meaning that when you use a quadratic formula, your solutions will be two real numbers. And this implies that how many x-intercepts you are going to get? 2. You are going to get 2 x-intercepts. So you might want to double check. You want to graph this either that on Desmos or graphing calculator, and you'll find out this quadratic equation will have 2 x-intercepts.